Hey everybody, it's Steve. I go by Stever82 on Steam, PublishX, Hive, Steam, and a lot of different places. And thank you for anyone who's following me on any of those teams. And thank you for all the new YouTube subscribers. And I'm getting back to making more videos about different projects and not just about the games that I play. But a lot of my videos are about games that I play because I earn money just for playing them. And that's one of the things at crypto that I like, being an old school gamer. It's really fun to be able to play games and earn money playing them, in my opinion. So today, though, we're going to talk about Pancake Swap. And this is a pretty cool project. I really like the idea. I just did a video on Harvest Finance. If you want to check it out, it's my last video. I'll put a link in the description if you're more into Ethereum. But my problem with Ethereum, at least right now, is I don't have enough Ethereum to be paying those gas fees to be moving stuff around on Ethereum. Harvest Finance tries to help with that, but it still would cost me a little bit of money getting money in, getting money out. I'm putting smaller amounts of money in, and so I don't like that. And also, it limits me to some other things that just make me hesitant to get really big into those projects. And I know I'm missing out because of that. I know a lot of you are probably like, hey, I made a ton of money on Ethereum. I made a ton of money on this project or that project. Congratulations. I tried a couple, didn't work out for me. And so I've been looking for similar type of products where I can get into them and I can be profitable. I can use smaller funds. I can test things out. And Pancake Swap on the Binance Smart Chain gives us that opportunity. Now, the Binance Smart Chain is a lot like Ethereum. It works like Ethereum. You can hook it up into your MetaMask wallet. It also can run through the Trust wallet, or they have their own tool. One of the problems, though, like many other US traders, I cannot use Binance.com anymore on my normal account. It finally got flagged for being in the US. They let me withdraw all my funds. No hard feelings, guys. I understand I'm not supposed to be on there. But if you're on Binance US, how do you get money into the Binance Smart Chain? It's not really clear. They haven't integrated a way for you to doing that. So this video is going to show you how to get money out of Binance US, get it into your MetaMask wallet or into your Binance wallet to be able to use Pancake Swap, and then how to stake some tokens into Pancake Swap. As you can see, I am earning a little bit of cake right now. I'm going to be harvesting DOT and BNB are the two tokens I'm going to be staking into one of their pools. We'll go over some of the other pools that they offer, but we're going to just go ahead and get started now with how to get this going, because this could be a bit of a longer video. For sticking with me, I appreciate it, guys, if you're interested to see how to do this. So we're going to start on Binance US. Now, one of the keys if you want to use Pancake Swap, and if you can only use Binance US, you're just going to want to get a big stack of BNB. Because once you're on Pancake Swap, you can swap that BNB into the other tokens that you might want to use in the different pools that you might want to get into. So this is the token that you're going to need. You could get USDT, you could get BCH, you could do any of these other things, and you can, if they're supported on the Binance Smart Chain, then you can go ahead and do the same thing that I'm going to show you, just with those tokens. Now, unfortunately, as you'll see here, when I go into the BNB and I do withdrawal, if you've never used Binance US, you will see that they only have the beep2 address option. So I can only take these coins out to a regular, old school BNB chain. I cannot put it on the Binance Smart Chain, and I cannot put it even on their other one. So I'm kind of stuck here with doing it this way. So how are we going to go ahead and get this money over and out and into the Binance Smart Chain? This is where you're going to need this wallet, and I'll put a link in the description below. As you can see, I have no BNB on the Smart Chain currently, but you can also select the regular Binance Chain network. And so I've already set up my address here so that I can, as you can see, I have none, but now I will be able to withdraw this to here. See the 2Y, 2Y, so everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and take all of my BNB that I bought to go use on Pancake swap out, I'm going to have to do my authenticator. So I'm going to get a little dark for a second. I need to invest in a light. Might just leave myself dark for the rest of this video, but didn't have my authenticator ready to go. Okay. And then I'm going to take this off screen for just 1 second while I approve that. In the meantime, I am a Town Star player, as I said, so you guys can look at my town. Sorry, you know, live stuff like this, I just, you know, don't want you guys seeing my email, so taking that off screen. I'm going to confirm that withdrawal. Go to withdrawal history. And now we're just going to wait. The Binance Smart Chain is pretty fast, so we shouldn't have to wait too long. Go ahead and bring this back up now. This is my town in a Town Star. I'm currently going to make a video on this. I'm in 18th place. Yay! If you watch my other videos, you know, you might know more about this. You don't really earn a whole lot playing this yet, but I'm excited about Gala Games. But back to what we were talking about here. All right, so let's go ahead and check here. I just have to wait. See, this was my first little deposit when I did my first little test, which is 2 BNB. I know that's kind of a lot for a test, but I wasn't really looking to pay a lot of fees for moving it around. Go ahead and close out of there. We will do here. All right. This was my deposits, my withdrawals. They're still processing. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the pools on Binance Swap that you can get into. So they have a cake pool where you can go ahead and get a pretty high APR on your staked cakes. They have Ditto, Lena. I'm not going to list them all here, but you can kind of see these are all very high APRs at this point. So that's a very cool thing to see on all of them. Also, you can get your own project here. You can just apply if somebody out there has a project. And then you can see the farms. So the farms are almost all, and this makes sense because they are also a place where you can come and swap tokens. They are for providing liquidity into the different pairs that are on here. So they have a Cake BNB one that's paying a pretty high APY. That one's kind of interesting to look into. The one that I'm doing, they have so many that I have to do a quick search to find it, is .BNB. So you're earning 99%, so it's a little bit lower, but you are, in my opinion, staking 2 tokens that have a pretty safe future, right? So DOT looks like it's going to be a pretty big one, and BNB has got the Binance Smart Chain, all the different things that you can do with the BNB token on the Binance chain, and it makes me feel pretty proud about like the ability of both of these projects to not go up or down too much and to kind of move together. And because of that, I'm a little less worried about impermanent loss. If you don't know anything about that, be careful getting into these pools. But the basic idea is if DOT goes on a crazy run and I've staked 50 DOT and 10 BNB or whatever the arrangement is, all of a sudden when I go to take my money out, I'm going to end up with 15 BNB and only like 30 DOT. So I lost a whole bunch of dots that would have went up a whole bunch. That's just the chance you take if you get into any of these pools. So you really have to understand the assets that you have and how they relate to the other one. Because if one goes on a run, you're going to be in trouble. And not in trouble, but you're going to have, you know, you would have been better off just holding that original asset, right? I would have been just better off holding my 50 DOT tokens. They fly to the moon and everything, you know, is good and dandy. That's why I'm not going to stake all my DOT tokens, but I'm going to go ahead and stake some of them. I'm going to earn cake tokens. I'm going to be selling those cake tokens to buy more DOT tokens, just in case impermanent loss does hurt me on the end that DOT disappears. That's just my strategy that I'm going to be using here. Now, you can use whatever strategy that you want. If you come here, you really have to do your own research, look into all these different pools. Some of the safer ones to do, and that's why they have lower APYs, are the ones with the stable coins. So this is literally a stable coin to a stable coin. So you're providing liquidity of two stable coins. So at the end, when you take it out, you can't have impermanent loss really. Maybe a tiny bit if True USD and BUSD, when you turn them into one or the other, there's a tiny little difference in which one's worth $1 and a penny, the other one is worth 99 cents when you're swapping them back and forth. So you can lose a tiny bit there, but otherwise you're going to be okay. All right, let's go see if my... Okay, so now we're good. So now we got the BNB out of Binance US and into the Binance, their application wallet. This is kind of like their version of MetaMask. Once this is robust, and even if you wanted to now, you could leave this here and you could just move it into the Binance Smart Chain and you'd be done. And you could use this to go ahead and connect to Pancake Swap and be done. But I like using MetaMask. I know it a little bit better. I'll have a link in the description to show you how to put the Binance Smart Chain into MetaMask, because you're going to need to have done that to do this last little part. But I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So now what I need to do is I need to send these funds into my Binance Smart Chain network. So it'd be nice if you could send this straight to your MetaMask wallet and it would know to change it to the Binance Smart Chain, but that doesn't work. So doing it my way does require 2 sends, so you're going to pay 2 fees. It's just the fees right now on Binance are so much smaller that it's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to go to my receive, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go over here to my regular Binance network. I'm going to do a send. And I'm going to do this right here. It says, note, I'm doing a cross-chain transfer to my Binance Smart Chain. That's fine. I do want to move it into the Binance Smart Chain. I'm going to try to send my max amount. It's going to come up with what is there. What I'm paying is the 0.0042 BNB. And I'm going to go ahead and send it. All right. So now we're just going to wait for the Binance Smart Chain to get that transaction. Again, it's got a couple more minutes, so we'll go ahead and look at a few more of these pools. Sorry, this video has a little bit of dead time in it. I'm trying not to get too boring for you, but you know, I'm moving stuff around. If this was on Ethereum, I couldn't even do it, but here I can. Here's some of the other tokens you can get. The YFI pool, which is an interesting one to pool against. You can also get, what else there is pretty interesting? As you can see, there's just, I mean, a lot of different pools that you can get in here. Oh, here's Reef. Reef's an interesting one. There's that Ditto. There's Die. Here's another stable. So you see when you go stable, you get, you know, a much lower APY. And it's because a lot of people are going to be willing to do that. Whereas if you're willing to do something like this, where you're risking the front token going up or down, causing you to have some impermanent loss in either BNB or front, then you get a much higher APY that you're earning on Cake compared to how much money you're staking. And obviously their cake one is very interesting to get into. So let's check my wallet here. This usually doesn't take too long. There we go. So now I have the tokens on my Binance Smart Chain. Now, like I said, you could be done here and you successfully have taken BNB from Binance US, put it into the Binance wallet, moved it over to the Binance Smart Chain. You connect with this chain to this site, and as long as it works perfectly, you can do the approves, you can do the stakes, you can do everything that I just did. I'm going to show you one last step. Once you've set up your Ethereum, the Binance Smart Chain on your MetaMask wallet, and like I said, there's a guide right here that I'll have a link to. You just want to scroll down, because when you start at the top, it's just talking about getting MetaMask. I'm assuming you've already done that. Then you just need to scroll down here to step 2, which is create an account for MetaMask for the Binance Smart Chain, and it goes over how to do it. And once you get it added in, then you just have the exact same Ethereum address as your regular address. So you can copy it, but just make sure you're on your Binance Smart Chain when you're looking at what you have. As you see, I've already put my DOT onto the Binance Smart Chain. I already have a little bit of BNB, and I had got the Cake LP tokens when I staked these as a test. and then I went ahead and staked those LP tokens. So that is why there is 0 of those. Let's go ahead and go back to here. So I'm going to do one more send. I'm going to put in my address that I just got out of that other wallet. I'm going to send all of it. Here's where I'm talking about I have to pay one more fee. This one, the second one, since it's only going from smart chain address to smart chain address and not going the cross chain, the fee is much smaller. So now instead of 0.004, it's 0.0003. So we'll go ahead and send those. This will give you an idea that the Binance Smart Chain works pretty quickly. As you can see, boom, already got my 7 BNB here with that little bit that I had before. BNB, you have to treat it like your Ethereum here. You never want to get rid of all of it. Going down even as small as I did to 0.2 was a little bit dangerous, but the fees are so much smaller when you're using this that you don't need to keep that big cushion like you do in Ethereum to make sure that you can move things around and move them quickly. And as you saw, this moved lightning quick comparatively too. So that's the advantage of going ahead and getting on here. Okay, so now let's go back to Pancake Swap. So now I'm going to go back down to my dot pair, and I am going to add wait, I'm sorry. First, I have to go to stake the tokens in the liquidity pools. So I have to go to trade, go to liquidity. I want to add liquidity. I want to add BNB and DOT. I want to add 6.5 of my BNB, which will only be 23 of my DOT. Like I said, I never plan to stake all of my DOT tokens. I'm going to supply those. I'm going to get 11 tokens, as you can see. 11.9 liquidity tokens. Now see, since I'm connected with MetaMask, you're going to see it come up. One of the things they haven't quite shown you is that it might look to you like you're paying Ethereum fees, but as long as you're on the Binance Smart Chain, this is 0.0003 of a BNB. So don't worry about you thinking you're accidentally paying 0.003 Ethereum. One way you could do this to make sure that there's no worries is create a new MetaMask wallet to use as your Binance Smart Chain wallet if you don't want to accidentally get confused with which one that you're using, because then you won't have funds on both. I didn't do that. I'm just being careful, but that's something you could do. So see, I'm going to go ahead and just confirm this. Now, the first time you do a transaction on the Binance Smart Chain, just like you do it on anything else, there's going to be an approval process. And so that's something that you want to know. So, okay, so I went ahead and my transaction is through. Now, if I look at my MetaMask wallet, you'll see I'm down to just over half a BNB. I have less DOT, but now I have the LP tokens for Cake. Now I can go to the farms. Like I said, again, sorry, I'm going to try to get through this. I know we're almost at 20 minutes. You could probably be watching this at a faster speed to not be stuck with all the downtime. Now we're going to go to DOT. I'm going to hit the plus. I'm going to put all of my liquidity tokens in. I'm going to hit confirm. One more time, I'm going to pay 0.0003 BNB, but I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now I just have to wait a moment. Okay, and so there you go. Now I've got my 14.96 DOT into the program, and it will allow me to earn. So this is a little over $1,000. So in a year, I would earn almost $1,000 in Cake tokens at the current value of a Cake token. Let me go to, let's go look at Cake really quick to see how it is doing. I know that it had a pretty good run up recently. Yeah, so if we look at the past 30 days, it went from just under $1 up and up and up and up into here. So it's been having a good run. This is one of the reasons why I'm getting into this project, though. It is still not at it's not at a small market cap at 300 million. You know, it's not one of those projects at 20 million, 30 million that is going to go up, you know, 5, 10, 15 times. But it is a project when you look at $300 million being the market cap of the project. While we look at we'll go here really quick, overall liquidity that is currently staked in the project, which is over 400 million. So there's more money than the market cap of the project. Whenever I see one of these swap sites with this much liquidity, people really getting into it, the ability for you to use it a lot quicker with much lower fees, it makes me know that it's a project that has a really good chance, once more people learn how to use it, to really take off. And that's one of the reasons why I feel comfortable investing some money into this project and trying to earn some cake tokens and just, you know, getting used to using the Binance Smart Chain. There are some other projects out there on the Binance Smart Chain, and this is another reason why I felt comfortable staking BNB, because I do feel that it is going to just be a strong project. Let me go ahead and go back to... Oops. Let me go back to Pancake Swap. Go to my home page here. So when I added the additional liquidity, it did go ahead and pull out my tiny bit of cake. So I have just, you know, I don't know, what is that? $2 worth of cake, $3 worth of cake. And then it's going to start harvesting more cake. So now I can just show you their exchange really quickly. So let's say I wanted to get a little more BNB. I can pull these up, do the quick switch. Go ahead and say I wanted to sell my balance of cake. So I could sell this much cake. I could get 0.03 BNB, which would pretty much pay me back for all of the fees that I just did. That was just one day of staking much less. Or, like I said, I can change this out for DOT. And I could trade one of these, almost one cake for, you know, 0.14 DOT. And I can go ahead and build my DOT balance back up and get more DOT. And as you can see, there is a lot of tokens on here that they are supporting on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, one of the things that you might have a difficulty doing, and just so that you have full understanding, is getting these tokens back from the Binance Smart Chain onto their regular chains. So there is a chance, even though everything is wrapped and pegged and there's a way to get it back, if you're in the US, you could have some issues because you might have trouble. I know on regular Binance, you can easily deposit things from the Binance Smart Chain. I'm going to have to, in theory, send the tokens back to here and then swap them back over. So one of the ways that I will have to cash out of my profits from this area is by swapping my tokens that I farm into something like, let's see, USDC. So I can swap into USDC. As you could see, I could grab this $2.73 that I farmed in the last few days. I could let the USDC save up on here, and then I can transfer that for sure back into the Binance wallet, and then I can transfer it into the regular BNB chain and then move it back in. Or I could just transfer everything into BNB and move it back in and then have to sell the BNB to get the other assets that I wanted. I know that this is going to get easier to do. There are atomic swap sites out there that will process these things for them, but you might have some trouble accessing some of those if you are on the if you're on a US IP. You can use VPNs. I'm not going to say I suggest that or not suggest that. My whole video, I wanted to show you how you can get funds into Pancake swap and how to use them. If you would like me to make a video showing you what I have to do to pull the funds out, please just make a comment below. Thank you very much if you stuck with me for this whole video. I really hope you come and take a look at Pancake Swap. You take a look at everything that's going on the Binance Smart Chain, because it has a chance to really, you know, become something big. Binance is a big name. They made a product that works really well. I know some people don't like all the people in Binance. There's a feeling sometimes that there's some shadiness going on, or there's something not there, but they make products that work. And they work well. They don't have big fees. You can move stuff around fast. It's just, well, here, I'll go ahead and show you the little approval process really quick. So see, when you have to approve Cake, this is the thing I was talking about. This looks like it's an ETH fee, but look, it's a nickel fee, where instead where it's saying 0.007 ETH. If that was ETH, that would not be a nickel. So see, you can go ahead and, well, I need to approve Cake, so I'll go ahead and approve that contract anyways. And then I'll just say thanks for checking everything out, guys. Again, on YouTube is where I'm really trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to spread the word. I really feel like it's up to all of us to, you know, if you're in crypto, you need to spread the word to your family, make videos, have fun with it, show people what you're doing, show people your successes. Don't be afraid to talk about failures either, because we've all had them. I got hacked in that whole Shark Tron thing when I was trying out the Tron chain and its DeFi stuff. So that was a big bummer. It's kind of pushed me away from the Tron chain, because I didn't like that the foundation didn't really try to help us out in a way that I thought was really good enough. But it happens, and I hope we can all just become ambassadors for crypto. You know, I'm doing my part. I don't get a ton of views on my stuff all the time, but I've been really happy. I'm getting 200 over here, 800 over here, 400 over here, and it's letting me know that I am helping spread the word about crypto. So anything you want to say, any suggestions you want to give me, I'm working on things, lighting, other things, and just getting better at making my videos. I know there was a lot of dead time in this one. It's just I was moving funds around. There's a little bit of time and waiting there. So I'll work on getting better at filling that with a little, you know, funner conversation and things like that. Take care, everybody. If you choose to invest, good luck. Remember, I'm not a financial analyst. I was just showing you how you can get into all of this. You need to do your own research on any one of these tokens before you are willing to invest in them, because I'm not somebody to tell you what you should be buying at all. Thanks. Bye.